Almost overnight, a huge amount of changes have occurred here in our sweet little colony. A new day is dawning, which is a pretty horrible metaphor to use when there's never any days. We have new ways to harness the world tree, new dangers lurking in the darkness, and my god, it is far darker. I have taken your many thoughts, suggestions, and feedback, my dear sweet friends, in the comment section, and it is now Darkness 2.0. Listen, we should be back on a regular schedule now too. I'm sorry about the weekend. I was trying to do something with good karma. By the time I got home, people were screaming about some sort of football game that was happening. My microphone was picking it up. Come on, England. Score some fucking goals. Before we do anything today, before I introduce the new features with a bit of depth, I think we need to address the Betty problem before Fuzzy Wuzzy Woo addresses it for us. To those asking why I simply don't just plant crops and make alcohol, it's a simple answer. Everything I do is from a lens of characterization. I am well aware that you can just plant alcohol and deal with it. Last series, we had two preeminent characters that had the lush trait. Maybe I humanized my colonists a little bit too much, but I do believe it would be somewhat bizarre that Betty, who's repeatedly trying to murder our people because she doesn't have alcohol, should suddenly be gifted alcohol. Now, I am of the, I would say, expert opinion, several thousand hours, by the way, lots of playthroughs under my belt, that by controlling every variable, you make things very, very boring. By your third playthrough, everything's going to look the same. You've got to let these characters be themselves. And my approach to this is, and I don't always explain my motives, and I can only apologize for that, but my mindset is, I would rather Betty be in prison and have our wardens train their skills. Befriend Betty, slowly convert her over time and have a meaningful outcome of that, that maybe, I don't know, Betty and Count Retheme becomes friends, Betty who's friends with no one else in the colony. That would be a fun outcome, and that's actually literally exactly what's happening. By the way, the sophisticated Count Sanguiphage befriends, slowly over time, Betty Bungus, the Neanderthal who's disliked by the rest of the colony. It's almost like I added mods specifically to make it so that those friendships would develop over time, and also that conversion would be easier against your friends. So thus, by having our warden and very good social character who's building up her conversion skill, eventually Betty would be more resistant to conversion and would drop down to, oh, I don't know, 5% certainty, perhaps. You just gotta trust me a little bit, okay? I don't always describe my actions because a lot of people get bored by the minutiae and the big words, but there's certainly method to the madness. So I have thrown down a spot here because I was thinking as the kind of final 5%, it could be kind of fun to do a ritual, to have like a big moment where everybody celebrates Betty flipping over. That'd be nice. A way to perhaps bring the colony back together a little bit, because Betty's got some real bad blood going here, and this might be a sign to the rest of the people that she's done something nice. Beautiful. And there you are. She's down to 0% certainty. Was that still not quite enough? 0.01%. Okay, that's very funny. You're a very funny video game, aren't you? But then I think if we just do that because they're friends, that should be beautiful. The conversion right there. See? It's all good. Now the bloody polar bear's gone, the rice is recovering. That's the other thing people were saying in the comments as well. You should have just set someone who was capable of slaughtering the polar bears to slaughter the polar bears, despite the fact that I showed the work tab multiple times last episode, and it's quite clear that Hattie's top priority is handling, which includes slaughtering polar bears. The meat in the freezer wasn't coming from magic places. Listen, we've got to get some trust going here, okay? It goes both ways. Speaking of trust, you're going to have to trust me when I say things are about to get a lot harder. Shamblers are now infectious. Not only that, taking a leaf out of Mushroom Madness, Shamblers will spawn in randomly. Occasionally, they'll just wander in the map. They'll just hang out. They can also still appear in enormous groups. How many was there? 30. Bloody hell. Not going to attack us. They're not enraged right now, but we do have to be very, very careful if we do any more base expansion. I wanted to tie the world tree into more mechanics because there were some things I wasn't happy with. The plant braziers were super, super OP. There's also the question of how the hell does that work? Some sort of magic brazier. And then I thought, I could just make a magic brazier. Behold, anima beacons. You fuel them, and they will produce grow light. We've added 3 methods of getting anima logs, and anima logs you can use for other stuff, like crafting map rays, very beautiful anima axes. Anima logs, you get 3 methods, 2 of which added by myself, 1 by the incredible Dexter Feldoh, who's added the most complicated way, because that's just how he operates. Firstly, the roots and the world tree itself will just spawn branches. They will just occasionally drop a few branches for you to use. Obviously, incredibly slow and incredibly unreliable when it takes 100 logs to build one of these, and you also fuel it with the same logs as well. You can also prune the branches off for anima trees. You're not killing them, so they won't release the psychic scream, which is very important to say. Of course, on this map, there's so many anima trees, but we need to bring them inside safely from the darkness. And I thought that was kind of fun, because then you're also kind of guarding the world tree as well, right? Finally, we have the anima tree pruning ritual, where we cast maybe a psychic ritual to put it to sleep so it doesn't scream as you harvest more logs than usual. Full circle, the same anima tree that produces light that's keeping us alive is the same anima tree that gives us logs that we can then produce light from. Good luck, sweet Mabray. You speak to that tree. Mabray's got the highest connection. I mean, it's based on plant skill, but, you know, she's also psychic Mabray. 40. It was boring, real low quality, but we still got 40 logs. How the fuck do you have a boring tree pruning? Is a tree. We just got 40 logs with a 20-day cooldown, so the maths doesn't quite work out there, huh? This is way harder than the, to be honest, kind of OP medieval brazier we had before. See how I was surviving with these three? Because I made them not mission critical. This one's making wood, this one's making psychoid, this one's making fibercorn. It doesn't really matter if they do stop working, right? I'm excited for this next bit, because this is the important one. Let's start locking in our aesthetic. Number 1. Clothes. Number 2, I'm thinking efficiency, right? And what I'm thinking with efficiency specifically, hold on, careful. We've got stuff like cooking tools, which we can build that will speed up the production of meals massively, which means we'll be able to make more use of our last surviving humans here. We need some steel to be able to do that, or I think iron to do that. I'm thinking crafting table improvements. I'm thinking maybe a dedicated crafting room. Dedicated research room would be good as well. Something that stops people coming in and out, making this place all stinky. Let's go for something that will help keep the cold out. Bear headdress. Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. I can't give that to everyone, though. Like I said, our aesthetic is going to come down to whatever's the most efficient, right? So whatever gives us the most insulation. Barbarian tribal outfit is middle layer and gives 9.9 degrees of insulation. That's pretty good. Bear headdress, I assume, is pretty good for that, too. 9.9? What about the leather shirt? 9.9. Oh, I'm seeing a theme here. It is actually better than the medieval night gear. Like the gambesons. What about the padded armor? 4.8. Oh, shit. I'm so happy about that, because I did want to lean into this a little bit. Bear headdress for everyone? Oh, I think that's a bit weird. But the tribal outfits for sure. And same with the leather shirts, which I presume is skin layer. So what's Mabray wearing? She's wearing bone armor, which I assume isn't very insulating. 18 degrees. I take that back. It's just the fact she's not wearing anything else, though. God damn, how do we get bone armor? Can I give that to the whole colony? That'd be awesome. And this model looks really, really cool, by the way. So the way it works is you quite literally just glue bones and skulls to your armor to upgrade it. So Mabray's got the first level upgrade there. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a dedicated crafting spot for it. Oh, it's quite massive. What the hell? Where am I going to put this? They're not quite as enormous as they look. There you go. Having a set of armor that you slowly upgrade through the entire game is peak aesthetic. That's such an awesome idea. A ghoul. A ghoul. And I've ramped up the incidents, the stuff that will happen. Hello, you're actually like going to attack though. Well, they're attacking granite rustic wall. Oh shit. The ghouls also count as shamblers and also count as infectious. So we have to be very, very, very careful here. The problem with growing all these trees together is you can't walk on them. You can walk through them, but you can't stand on them directly. Is it almost through? Yeah, but it's going for a diagonal block, which wasn't the smartest play there, fella. Well, yeah, no, you really taught me. Well done. I don't like that at all. Oh, look at them out there. I don't know if you can see them because it's obviously very, very dark. There are so many shamblers just stood at the edge of the wall. Suddenly feeling a lot better about bricking this place in. Oh, sick. So you take the tribal barbarian outfit and you can stick skulls onto it to upgrade it to a leather coat. You can take the tribal outfit and you can stick bones on it to upgrade that. Bone armor 3. Oh, I've got to get that for Mabray. We need skulls, though. Skulls from shamblers. I mean, you can get skulls from shamblers. I think. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Holy shit, what is that thing? Hold on. Whoa, 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 what is that? Chosen scale. From power armor? Wait, really? I mean, we could potentially get some power armor. You can make it out of any of the following stuff then. So any power armors, plate armor, breastplate, brigandine, full plate, gilded plate from 06. So we could definitely do that. And I presume these things have awesome insulation as well. Insulation for cold. 1 degree. 1 degree? Really? What about this chosen scale here? 1 degree. Do you think that's a misspelling? Bone armor? That seems really bizarre because the barbarian tribal outfit has a 9.9C. I'm going to assume that's a bug. Very much doubt that's an additive stat upgrade too. It doesn't give you like 1% extra. That's just how the armor is, right? Brother, using my spider silk on a 10.9 from that shirt. Wait, did I not make groin a tailor as well? Oh, that was fucking big brain, wasn't it? Let's make 2 of each. That really couldn't hurt. We also need some, I can't believe it, kids' clothes as well. There are boots and gloves, but I think they're leather only, aren't they? Which we don't really have much of. I mean, I can just queue it up, so when we get some, they'll automatically make it. That couldn't hurt. Oh, God, add item. School. Yes, please. And then also, what else do we need? We need an ideology room. I've got to do everything I can, if I'm committing to the no beer play, to keep Betty happy. Only then, when I've exhausted all possible avenues, will I give Betty some alcohol. Oh, but you're growing psychite tea. Once again, the comment section experts dogs not knowing what the fuck they're talking about. Not only is it non-addictive if you give one tea every 2 days, I think it's based on body size, so groin might be slightly different, but it's also super, super efficient by comparison. I'm going to ferment it. It's faster work time. It's faster grow time. You get it in larger quantities. It's also quite hard to ferment things on a planet that's fucking frozen over. Ghoul got in and he smashed my campfire. What happened? Two-handed hammerhead. Christian dealt with him. I didn't even bloody notice. Oh, Christian, you legend, you didn't get infected, did you? No? Did anybody get infected? Are we all good? Christian, slab, even when I'm not paying attention, the man still got it covered. You might want to come over here and maybe kill it dead. Melee 6 required. Mabre, please come and finish this off before it regenerates. Yeah, about that. It seems to be running away, consuming Frostwolf. Oh god, there it goes. Back into the darkness. You know what? I'm just going to seal this up and we're going to pretend we never saw it. Next highest priority then is an ideology room. And honestly, I think what we've got going on here could work well. Oh, look, it needs a fucking bridge though. Absolutely moronic behavior. Oh, good lord. Yeah, no, we're building a swamp, he said. That'll work. Find a way to make, like, a safe anima tree farm where we can look after them. That's nice. I like that. Do the world tree a favor. Prognanto again. Pergonat for a second time. For God's sake. Oh, my God. Look at her mood, though. Call him Christian Slab because he's an expert in laying. There you go. Sorry, I was trying to think of something. You fucker. For God's sake, this happens every time. I love that we got a little pond for the ideology room as well. So you can be baptized in the waters of the world tree. Wow, we're really mixing together a lot of stuff there, aren't we? Grow fully harvestable, which is why you only get one branch, okay? Otherwise, it's an exploit. I know what you people are like. Haha, I got one up on Mr. Streamer by breaking his mod immediately. Not today, you didn't. And we all have to suffer because of your actions. How am I going to make this place look nice? It's got a massive fucking pond in it. Limestone tile? I just wonder why they're not building them. For God's sake. I've had 4 hours sleep, okay? Let's listen to football hooligan nonsense. What the fuck? They're growing in the goddamn pond. What the fuck? I mean, look, it's not the ritual room I'd have built, but I actually don't hate it. It's kind of cool. A little bit of a pond there. That's interesting, I suppose. No work facilities allowed. Oh, because you can cook a meal at the hearth. You can with campfires, too. How am I going to keep the room warm? What do I do now? Oh, wall-mounted fireplace. Oh, thing of beauty. Yeah, no, that'll probably do the job. There you go. Let's try that. This suspicious machine persona wants us to do a lot of stuff here. Skill trainer melee 3. Why? Psychic suppression. Oh, God. I mean, I could certainly take that. 5 days of 50% consciousness, and then they get like I could give all those to Betty. This could be the Betty redemption arc. You know what? God damn it, I'm in. I'm so in. Give me that. And then what else have you got for me? Paid psychic drone. Psychic soothe pulse of grenadier armor is pretty nuts. Skill trainer plants ×6. Holy shit. Bizarrely, I think I kind of want that one the best. Well, no, because I'm always going to build up the plant skill, but I can't ever get grenadier armor. That's actually cracked. I'm taking that one. Sure. A medium psychic drone will buzz the area. This is dangerous. Betty's probably going to break down from this. Where did you drop my skill trainers, though? Oh, really? Never seen more of a dichotomy than between the YouTube comments with Betty wanting me to actually get her alcohol and do the best for her, and then the people in the Discord who were just like, eat Betty, use her for organs. Listen, I got to agree with what Proven Beat said. I think we juice Betty up with these melee trainers. Not that she'll need much. Probably one of them will get her up to the 20 skill, right? We give her a weapon. We give her some decent armor. We send her out into the world to go and find our bloody relic, because that's just been sat there for ages, right? Just say like a redemption arc, like some of these characters did a load of shit and then kind of did generic colony stuff I was hoping they would do. This is like me giving Betty a personal quest. This is me trying to fix her up. How's she doing with this all in play? Even with a moderate psychic drone, there is no chance of her breaking down. Bear in mind her extreme break threshold is 0.14. Is what I'm saying. We don't need alcohol. We just need her to be in a moderately alright time. And maybe when I say we juice up Betty, I mean we, like, juice up Betty. I mean, we give her the animal limbs as well. We've got a weapon bench here as well, so we can take a gladius and combine it with a skull to make a rusted sword. Rusted axe, rusted claymore, battle axe. That's sick. Whoa, my God, look at these. Holy shit. And then, wait, are all these upgradable as well further beyond that? You can upgrade the shield, which I think Groin has, right? Strap a whole bunch of stuff to it. This mod is awesome. Make a great bone club. The great skull mace. Yes. Sounds if a lot of the medieval research are prerequisites to the research we want, right? Because obviously there's the sword, there's the axe that we need to turn into the more powerful stuff. I think we'll just queue it. Just get it all queued up like that. There you go. Hi, Betty. Your first task is learning about teamwork. You're going to work with Christian, and you're going to get some of this stuff, and we're going to do it by going through the wall this time, I think is probably a slightly better idea, isn't it? We could put down... Oh, I guess I could put down just like a door here and we could pop out. That'd be a bit more convenient. Ooh, or, hold on, think about this. Put down some windows here and we might just be able to see outside without needing to piss around too much. I also want to answer that question I asked the other day. Will stacking up two windows like that allow the light all the way through to the other side? I mean, I assume it would. Oh, yeah, absolutely it does. Oh, shit, that's good. Oh, my God. Well, this is fantastic because then we can just throw down... I don't need temperature on the outside, so we'll throw down some torch lamps for this. We can just do... regular wall torch lamp right there. Now, I don't think these are reinstallable, which is primarily why I've been using the campfires. But it's only for a few seconds, isn't it? Yeah, see, we can't reinstall those, so we've just wasted, like, 30 wood on that, but never mind. Right, and then we'll get you to take the wall off, I suppose, there, and then just let a little bit of light through. Betty, this is the start of your redemption arc. Cheddar's going to give you her bow, and then when you're out there, you're going to go grab everything for us. I mean, we might as well horse them down until you hit level 20. Oh, she did need to. Arguably a bit of a waste, but... oh, that's fine. I think I can sleep fine with that. Then, my friend, you get to go on a fun little pilgrimage to go grab us the next things that we need. This is going to be a long journey, but again, I know I could just put that door at the wall, but this is about her showing her commitment to the cause. You don't know, maybe she just said that she converted and she hasn't really. This is about her proving it. I mean, I don't think she'd be smart enough to do that. Oh, maybe we got hit like once or twice or 3 or 4 times. She keeps lighting herself on fire too, which certainly isn't helping. As far as I'm concerned, you've passed the trial. Gather your things, get out of there. Or, yeah, like, don't put the fire out, Betty. I don't think I need to explain this to you. She is a Neanderthal. Maybe like a little slower on the uptake here, but I think she's got the hang of it. There you go. And then pick up that one. Come on, come on. And then home sweet home. You're free, Betty. You're free. She's passed the trial. Oh, what I didn't mention is I did also brick it up behind her. So she was either coming back with the stuff or she wasn't coming back at all. We've already eaten our way through all of that rice again. How is this happening? Like, how is this happening? Where's all the fucking wood going? You telling me we used all that wood, too? Betty's having a little bit of a bad day, okay? She's freaking out a bit, but she did a great job, and I'm not that angry at her. Moderate psychic drone. So, yeah, I mean, it's basically unrelated, isn't it? Neil's just going to patch up. It's just Neil. Just your little friend, Neil. Don't worry. He's never harmed anyone. I think he might have harmed 1 or 2 people. Harmed that poor child by giving it that damn haircut. You know what's great, though? We can maybe not worry about so many extraneous campfires. Just keep the farms warm, because Betty's gear gives us a temperature range of minus 56. I'm going to add another layer to my condition for releasing Betty from prison, right? We give the other... I was going to say the other skill trainer to Mabray. That seems a bit pointless. We'll give it to Groin. I think Mabray will be very pleased about that. Takes him up to basically 20 melee as well. And that way, if Betty breaks down and we have to try and stop her, we've got Groin that can hit her with an enormous axe in 20 melee. Mabray, same story. No wonder they fell in love in hindsight, is there? Oh, well, there's no wonder. You just put gold in that... that cupboard. Yeah, you live your life. We haven't got much in the way of a storage area, so it's just kind of everywhere right now. Can I put a school bench in the ideology room and have that count as above board? The hell's the school bench? School desk. Here we go. Because that's not technically a workstation. There's my wood. Of course, we invested all of that fiber cord area into teak, so it was obviously going to take a lot longer to grow. But yeah, no, we're good for a little while, I think. Don't create a silk hood. Groin, you wasted my fucking silk, big man. Oh, you big bitch. I wanted that for beautiful Tudor beds, moron. Oh, is that my fault? Because I missed... oh, I missed all of them. I got all of them but that one. Did I actually? Oh, well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Groin has just put on the grenadier armor. I mean, I don't hate it. I think it should really go to... We should keep it in reserve for anybody ever going out on the road. So I might give it to Bessie. How's she holding up? Totally fine. Totally fine, you see. Sorry... Tended by Little Neil gives her 31 mood. So if she's ever upset about the lack of alcohol, I could quite literally just beat the shit out of her and then have Neil come over and patch her up and she'd be fine. Not gonna do that. That's min-maxing. We don't do that here, but that's nuts. Good news. School desk works perfectly fine and they're not upset about being in the ideology room. Actually amazing. Look at these hoods. They look ridiculous. I mean, when you're this cold, why wouldn't you? Is that more of an appropriate headwear? Because like, what do the hoods give in terms of insulation cold? 1.8. It's pretty shitty. What about the bear hats? Those give 9.9. Friendship ended with hood. Bear hat is my new best friend. I mean, it's not exactly new, is it? We've done that 100 times before. Oh, I figured out why we're running out of food. Someone switched the world tree off. Oh, no. Just played a whole episode without any fucking food production. Oh my god, this is a disaster. He's not making... Why is he not making light anymore? Who touched the world tree? Dexter Feldoh. We're gonna have to have a conversation here, pal. Fuck, was it me? Did I accidentally replace the comms instead of patching a new one in? Oh no. We just played a whole episode without any food production. Oh god. Okay, here's the play then. Oh look, you can see the brightly lit areas. No, it's still producing bright light. It's just not far enough. What the fuck has happened there? I'm blaming Dexter Feldoh on this one. I just don't know how this could have happened otherwise. Oh, I don't feel so bad. I felt like I'd ruined everything, but now we're good. I mean, I have ruined everything, just not the way I thought I'd ruined everything, so that's better. For fuck's sake. I'm so annoyed. Just genius. Plugged it back in. Okay, the tree's back on. We should start getting some food soon. There goes the psychic suppressor without any problems. How long did the psychic drone last? 4.9 days so far. Was it 7 in total? 7.3 days. Oh, well, that's easy then. Look, a gift. Just as the psychic drone ends, Mabray, Endrian, and Groin Stone Toes got married. It's a happy day. It's the first time we've had the whole colony together. Baby pillows up on the fireplace. Oh my god, look, we're just here for a nice happy occasion. Mabray has achieved her get married aspiration. What happens if you tick all of those off, I wonder? I presume, I mean, obviously that's never going to happen. Propose? She wants to propose to somebody, but she got proposed to, so that's never going to be fulfilled now. Is there anyone's needs who realistically we could fulfill? No. What about you? Get inspiration. Aspires to be inspired. Ah, okay, fair enough. Become a mechanitor. All right, that's off the fucking menu. What have you got? Become inhuman. Get married. Get inspiration. Dead. Rival. Whoa. That is possible. Destroy mech cluster. You're off the menu. Wield a blade link weapon. Now that we could do. No, defeat faction leader. We can't do that either. This is a very silly idea, but it's all for Betty's trial. 51 Luciferium. Do you know what I could do with 51 Luciferium? The answer is cure anything. That would last us so bloody long. My god, we hot Betty up on it. And I know, I'm probably just going to edit this back in at the start of the episode. I know her consciousness and her moving and manipulation by extent are impacted by her alcohol addiction withdrawal. I know that. Probably far too late. The comments have already been written, but I'm well aware, okay? This is her. When she passes the trial, she will be allowed a little alcohol. She has to prove she's not a murderous prick anymore. I have a very limited barrier to entry. Don't murder anyone and I'll give you what you want. A fairly reasonable condition to have at the end of the world. Betty, my friend, your trial awaits. Well, maybe actually this is Cheddar's trial. That's a lot of rice you've got to cook up into lavish meals there, my friend. Oh my god, if we're ever going to do Betty's trial, now's the time to do it, huh? Let's send her out. And then we've also got a group of megabats. I don't know if this is going to work, whether or not we can just pack up campfires into a caravan like this. See why it shouldn't work, in all honesty. Found caravan, head out to the mountains. We send Betty. Betty is an incredibly slow walker. Let's take those campfire. Pack yourself up some travel supplies. Take the baby food, because that obviously lasts forever. Now, if I leave her to do her own thing, she's gonna book it straight through the darkness. We've added back the old Mushroom Madness mod to allow us to get off the map immediately. Beautiful. He's formed a caravan. Animals are going to join it. Yeah, you don't have to, though. You don't have to do that. Please, like, don't. Oh, hello. Oh, you're lovely. What can I do with you? I presume you're just a big bat. It's learned to use echolocation as a weapon to disorient its prey. Oh, well, that's nice. A little bit of a defensive animal. Why can Betty travel safely on the world map? I'm not entirely sure. Scientists just can't figure it out. Maybe it's because the darkness is trying to destroy the world tree, so they're concentrated there, and they're hostile to anybody trying to protect it. But maybe they just don't give a shit about Betty moving solo across the planet's surface. You know, like that one movie about the plants turning evil and killing the people. Plants versus Zombies. Okay, so full disclosure here. I don't know what's going to happen when Betty steps in here. Is this unnatural darkness? It is still Oblivion. Look. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty. Oh, fuck, Betty. Run. Okay. That's something, because that means we can't just caravan out freely. It's not just something that affects our home map, which is great. That's how I wanted it to work. What about the villagers? Oh, shit, that's haunting. Oh my god, they're all just dead. They're all dead and frozen. Oh, that's awful. That's sick, but that's awful. They all just died. On the plus side, the village itself is well lit, so we can basically just run back and forth here. If If we just have like a daisy chain of campfires, I wonder if we could even... should probably go around this way, but that's all right. Oh, no, I do need to go around this way. Oh, for God's sake. Takes a couple of seconds before they attack, so she's got time to... Oh, there you go. Just do quickly something like that. Bloody hell, that got dark. Takes a little while for the darkness to kick in, apparently. What we do is we daisy chain the campfires over to where we need to be. Beautiful. Oh, well, this is sick. This is working great. Oh, yeah, this is big brain time. Oh, yeah, this is big brain time. Look at this. Oh, Betty. Betty, you legend. You are winning serious brownie points here today, my friend. We've also got shitloads of pemmican, which is great. And there is the terminal. Now, she is a Neanderthal. That room is... Oh, room is very dark. The room is very dark. Maybe take the walls off. Oh, God. Claim, like, all of this. How long will that torch last? A couple of days. I don't think the light will go that far, though. Secure the terminal. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Look at that. 50%. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Done. Okay, what do they actually attack, or are they just, they're also just dead on sight? That'd be fun if they turned up as shamblers. I'll see if I can find a way to make that work. Obviously, there's supposed to be no other people on the planet, so that's all right. Yeah, I'll be taking your pemmican, too. Want to take our campfires back, or should we just take a break for it? I think we just make a break for the edge of the map before that last campfire extinguishes. Where is the way out? Oh my God, it's there. Oh, fuck. Okay, reinstall that one there. Oh, this is going to be so dangerous, Betty, you legend. Bear in mind, the snow is... Okay, putting out the campfires too. That's fine. I presume it would just be more dead people. That's okay. And then let's put that, like, there. Beautiful job, Betty. And then, honestly, I think you probably just make a break for it from there, right? Why can't she book it? Or just go. Just go. Just, Betty, just leave. Tar. All right, you know, I'm just going to reform the caravan the old-fashioned way. That's fine. We don't actually need to walk off the map this one. She like tremendously irrelevant. Cooling selves. Thank you. Have you got anything else interesting here? Barbarian tribal outfits? Not really. Take a little silver home too, sure. Beautiful. Quest complete. Betty, honestly, that's a pretty massive redemption arc right there. She was bottom of the list. She's the one that's going to be doing the high-risk stuff. At this point, given that we've got an excess of wood, we've gotten on top of that, I will, preemptively, I don't know if I've researched hops yet, but we'll start work on alcohol, mainly because Groin wants it as well. By the time this is grown, maybe she could have done another quest or two and she'll be redeemed in my eyes and in my heart. The conversion was a massive step towards that. She did also try and murder like 4 people, so that's got a lot to make up for. Now we've got to prepare for her return. Groin, I don't know what you're doing there, fella, but you're really getting on my nerves. I've put a stockpile of wood always here. I did set it to 1,000, but I guess there's also a critical area somewhere else, so I'll fix that in a second. So let's get this shit refueled. This is crazy expensive just to get this one quest done. Like, this is such a massive wood investment. I think I'm going to have to be more strict. I think we're going to get rid of the megabats. They don't provide us with anything. The spider's giving us shitloads of silk, and it's, in fact, just being milked? Is that the right word? It's a male spider. It's being gooned. We're getting plenty of silk from that one, and the bats aren't giving us anything besides potentially combat prowess. I don't need that. We're going to approach the base from this side, and we're going to see if we can get Betty home. I think we need to be prepared with Christian to reinstall a campfire rapid, especially, in fact, let's get a little Neil up front as well. If she gets knocked down by the darkness, we've got a brief window where we can go over there and patch her up before she's dead, because she'll just bleed out. It doesn't attack you while you're down. This is pure danger. Betty, where are you? That could not be any worse. Betty. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, shit. Get a little Neil up here, please. Get Christian up here. We've got plenty of campfire material, is what I'm gonna do. Oh, Betty. You don't still have a campfire in your pocket, do you? Nope. Arguably. Oh, my God. She is tanking it, though. Because she's a Neanderthal. She's got that damage resistance, right? She's robust, reduced pain. Betty. Betty, my God, Betty. This is a legendary play. Little Neil, stand by, please. You're gonna have to patch her up in no time. Bleeding out in 12 hours. Oh my God, they are stacking up, but she's coming back a hero. This is a massive redemption arc for Betty. She's seriously redeemed herself in my eyes. Oh, I'm so impressed. Where are the campfires? Where have the campfires gone? They're right there. You can see them right there. Okay, hold on. Christian, I'm going to have you dash out. Outside of a loud area. Yeah, okay, here we go, here we go. We got to just remember to... Betty didn't even need it. She didn't even fucking need it. She's back a hero. Little Neil, get out there and tend her right now. Oh, she's down, she's down. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's gonna burn out any second now. Christian, I need you back up here working on that immediately. Let's make sure to re-restrict him. You thought I'd forget. I never would. How dare you? Come on, Betty. 10 hours. Betty, I want you to live now. God damn you. Bear in mind, this is gonna burn out in a second. Just get her up to stabilize. That's good enough. Go. And then Christian comes up, seals the wall, and then the campfire will burn out in a second. Betty is gone, in my eyes, from a colonist that people were demanding I kill and eat to a colonist who has... She's done something that potentially no one else could. Because she's robust and has that reduced pain, she can travel through the edge of the map. Sure, it might kill her one day from bleeding out, but she's probably the only one that can do that and not fall down from the pain. So this is a task that I think might be uniquely hers. She's brought back plenty of food, which is amazing. Sent her with a ranged weapon and not a melee weapon, so that was absolutely on me. We've got to make sure we swap that out in the future for sure. I think she's earned some armor too. If we're going to be sending her out like that, I'm sure Groin's old armor is still lying around somewhere. Was it metal, something, plate? I don't entirely remember, but we can always scrounge something together. We've got that armor working station now. Hops are growing at 128%, and that means tomorrow, in celebration of her being a goddamn legend, potentially laying down her life there to go and get that information about the legendary sword for us, we're going to have a drink. We're going to open a bar. Groin is never going to be happier, him and his mighty liver. Betty is going to be over the moon. I think we've got some other people. Is it not? Cheddar also has a chemical fascination. These people are going to be so happy. Thank you, my friends, for joining me here today in a very confusing and clustered Rim. There were fixes mid-episodes. There was a little bit of a mess. And obviously, a massive setback from the rice, from the world tree, changing and evolving. Let's call it that and not some version control management problems. Let's leave it there. There are still some things I need to fix. I expected a lot more anomaly threats. I don't know why the anomaly threats aren't active, because using the new tools that were added in the last patch, I've set it to intense. It's not that intense. It really isn't. So I think we might upgrade the monolith. We'll add the scenario effect. We'll automatically upgrade that, like playing on the anomaly scenario, and make that a bit more aggressive, because I expected sight stealers and revenants and gore hogs and everything, and they're just not turning up. Though I think we've still got some more interesting threats now that resources aren't so guaranteed. Still not happy with it. I think it needs to be more challenging, so we're going to see what we can do with that. Thank you all for joining me here today. Thank you, of course, to the executive producer patrons and their incredible patience over the last couple of days while I had a confusing weekend traveling back and forth to places that I will talk about maybe at some other time. Thank you to Stephen Allenson, JMO, Dwomet6er, Balder of the Hammer, Will, Fatalis Bane, Iarba, Dr. Annie, Jessica Smith, Zina Paro, Deathcore Hippie, Doc Schnuck, Tristan Flanagan, Michael Bolt, Luna Wolf, A-Box, Hoofenspiel, Kingsnitch Gaming, Aching Jack, Nighthawk 18, Galactica 12, Caden Bjornstad, Crowskull, Good Doggo, and Tularatha as well. Thank you. And very soon, as always, well, there will be a Crusader Kings story series starting. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to do Game of Thrones. I couldn't find anything in Game of Thrones I liked. I wanted to do Elder Kings, and Elder Kings is on the previous patch, and I really just do not want the hassle of trying to set up a mod pack and then everyone asking, how do I set up the mod pack, and talking people through that for days on end. So I've been a bit of a loss with Crusader Kings recently. I consider Crusader Kings 2, but maybe we'll leave that one on the back burner, huh? I think CK3 will be on the cards. I do want to do Elder Kings regardless of whether the update is wrong, because of course last time we did Game of Thrones, right? And I think I'm probably just going to roll a dice and pick a province to start in. So many different starts I haven't done, so many different people I haven't played as. Maybe like a Sword Singer playthrough would be sick. Something I've never done before. I don't know how much depth there is in EK3 with regards to sword singing and that type of thing. Anyway, we'll talk about that at a later time. Thank you as well to D's Nuts, Jizzleson, Coob, Charles Vanguard, Betimus Max, Max Soplo, Caden Kai Malloy, Dr. Louis, Sierra Matthews, Yippee Kai Tay, Moongoose McKing, Fair Fight Frank, Renka, A, and Mantle.